Hello, hello, what's up? I don't know what it is. VOD on YouTube. Hello. We doing some tarot, we building some Lego, we hanging out. Yeah, third day streaming in a row, team. That's how we do it. Listen to some Insane in the Rain. I want to queue up something else, but I don't know what yet. There's an autumn mix here from 2019 that talks about low jazz. Lo-fi, it says lo-fi jazz. Could be keen, could be keen. Might not be keen. But, since there's no one here yet, and it's just me, let's go build a lion. I actually struggled with this one earlier. Transition. Yeah, I'm still not great at looking at the camera. Alright, get ready for some Lego sounds. Oh yeah, I remember why we struggled with this boy. Our brain could not handle where to put what. So that was fun. What's up, Joshi? How you doing? How's your day? You done with school? I don't know what time it is in Mexico. Would you like your tarot read? Let me know. Hope you're doing good. I had a chiropractic appointment today. It was pretty decent. My friend was doing the job. No, I say job, you know. He was doing an appointment. He's still practicing. He's still in university for it, so that was fun. It's really cool to see my friends do some cool stuff like that. It was good? Good. Anything fun happened to you today? Yeah, my day was pretty okay. I tried to go shopping for some cleats, but ended up wasting my time since there were no cleats on sale. Like the store that I was actually trying to buy from just had 0 men's cleats. So that was that just really annoyed me. It was such a waste of time, but what are you gonna do? And then yeah, the chiropractic appointment happened. Wasn't bad. I had my first adjustment, which was cool. It didn't do anything to do with the lower back, which my problem was, but it did help my neck a little bit. So now, feeling good. And later today, God, man, you know what? I've been such a little trash boy this whole time that I've finished my presentations. I just haven't been taking care of myself, haven't been eating good, but what can you do? I mean, there's a lot you can do. I could definitely eat better and be responsible, but I was too much into the mood of just celebrating being done, you know? Is this area readable? That area is readable, right? Because if anyone wants a reading, actually, Josh, if you want a reading, just let me know. We'll do you a reading. You can ask whatever you want from the tarot. We're doing some free boys, some freebies. Again, we're not no divineer. We don't have that connection that most people do, or most people who are doing tarot. I did to celebrate a bit. What's up, Lance? Yeah, I got to celebrate. I'll be celebrating a lot harder tomorrow, if you know what I mean. A lot harder. Cool. Also, Lance, while you're here, would you like a reading? Joshi, I'll do it if you want a reading. I'm not gonna force you if you don't want one. Like, if you don't want one, it's absolutely fine to say no. I'm just glad that you're here to hang out. that you've been coming out to stream. Were you there when we finished Franville last night, Joshy? Because we finished it last night. And I'm very confused by the ending. What's up, Michael? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Joshy, tarot. Did you want a tarot reading, Michael? Also, Lance, tell me if you want one. Let's just update the list. And then we'll do Michael. Yeah, we're listening to, Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, man. Alright, cool. The list updated. Let's use your readings. Push that up a bit. Yeah, name is correct. And Orlance. He's right. Okay, Joshy, while you're here, Michael, you can think for yourself. You should decide as well at the same time. See, I would be cool. Okay, you want one too, Lance? Can I put your name as like bitch boy in the chat? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I won't. You know I won't. You know I'll only disrespect you to your face. And on stream and everywhere. Rude or fact, that's all I'm saying. It's not rude if it's just, you know, saying the truth. I'm kidding, Lance. I hope you're doing good. Alright, team. So here are our choices for the decks. Everyone make a decision. Tell me what you need and then what you want. Okay, so you need to tell me two things. Which deck you want. Do you want deck number 1, which is the Sun and Moon Tarot, or the Kingdom Hearts deck as I like to call it? Michael, we just met. I will not call you a bitch boy. You have to earn that. Name was too long, or Lance earned it. So that's deck number 1. Decide if you want deck number 1. Deck number 2, this is the traditional tarot, Rider Waite. The really good stuff, old classic. Can we refer to chat as... No, we'll not refer to chat as bitch boy. So this is deck number 2. The original, the homegrown. And then deck number 3, which is like a little 80s dinner, TV dinner style American deck. It's called the Housewives Tarot. You want the first one, Joshy? Cool. So everyone decide which deck you want and which reading style you want. Would you guys want a 5 spread or a 3 spread? So a 3 spread consists of a past, present, and future. That's just, you know, saying it's past, present, and future. And then the 5 spread includes past, present, and future, as well as what you are thinking of at the top and what you may be ignoring at the bottom. So just let me know, 5 or 3. I won't draw 5 cards if you don't ask me to draw 5 cards. If you just want a simple 5 spread, 3 spread, then you're more than welcome to have some, so just tell me. And as a disclaimer for the people in chat who are already here, I'm not a diviner. I don't tell the future with my tarot cards. I don't have that connection with the energies and the spirits as of yet. But I do like the practice of projecting what I'm thinking of onto the tarot so I can figure out what's happening. 2 cards popped up. I like to use it as a means to get a different perspective on a situation, as a means of... Okay, Joshy, there's 2 that popped up, so you gotta let me know if you wanted 3 or 5. Can you do 5? Alright, so that I can put that there. We can do you 5 for sure. Yeah, we're here to get a new perspective. If you are getting messages from Spirit, the Spirit Guides, etc., and you feel that through these streams, then definitely listen to those messages. I am just here reading tarots, making a story out of it, so don't expect me to know too much about a lot of things. And that's not even with tarot. Don't expect you to know a lot. I'm not that smart a boy. If you ask me English stuff, sure, it'd probably help. English literature, not English language. 3 of Wands. And if the music's too loud, just let me know. Because I did a test and it seemed to be okay. At least for my ears. So Joshy, it's like you've earned something or moved towards something a lot harder. So it talks about an exciting job or a powerful position, which is cool. And the person is I just found out their emotes for chat. Yeah. Are you new to Twitch, Michael? Their emotes. That's the main thing of Twitch, is that they've got emotes from everywhere, and I have my own emote. If you subscribe, if you would like, but no pressure on that. What was I saying? Yeah, so the Three of Wands, the image is of a dude juggling three burning wands of fire. So it's cool to see that it's talking about virtue, because there's some sort of, again, as it says, activity, integrity, and challenge, an exciting job or a powerful position. So it seems like you're moving, or in the past you got placed into this position. That could have been you, because you're still early in high school, right? So that could be you just getting into high school and feeling that position, and or now that you become a senior in high school, you feel that power almost, or that you're about to become a senior in high school, you feel that power, which is cool to see. Prince of Swords, creativity and intuitive thinking. So there's some sort of challenge that's happened that's making you think and adjust to the situation at the moment. And it's not a huge challenge. The challenge at hand seems to be one that you're quite excited about, something that you are well equipped with, because it talks about creative and intuitive thinking. It feels like that you know the ins and outs of whatever this challenge is going to be. And then in the future, you're looking at the Prince of Cups, which has emotional desire and passion. So maybe from this challenge, a new position with the job, figuring things out in this situation at the moment, and then having the passion for it with the Prince of Cups with emotional desire, that might be just the progress in which you feel you're growing into the situation, you're growing into this new endeavor that you're going with about. So there's this, so there's, again, fire, air, and then straight into water. So you're just transitioning a lot. I also like how you have two princes in a row, because it's like the beginning of figuring things out, the beginning of honing that energy, because it is the end of the suits. Because princess, prince, queen, king. The Two of Swords is interesting that you're thinking about it, because there's some sort of decision that needs to be made. Let me double check. Yeah, you're making a decision based... Well, the way that you're approaching the decision is very calm and relaxed. It's like a meditative state in which you're trying to think about maybe finding answers here, finding new ways to think. I don't know, this feels very in control. Like, it's kind of challenging and it's kind of new to you, but it's very in control and very step by step, because again, swords is the logical, or the logical, intelligent thinking side of the suits. So you're trying to find logical ways to deal with this, or to progress in this situation. I wonder why you're not thinking about the Seven of Cups though, or you're ignoring the Seven of Cups. Fantasies and illusions, destructive emotional habits. Honestly, what the tarot is telling me, or at least the message that I'm getting from the tarot, is that yes, there's a creative journey here. There's a new job that begins with it, or there's a new job that you've stepped into. You're finding creative challenges and kind of honing that ability to become logical and finding answers in the best way possible. And then you'll find some sort of passion along with it, because you have gained the skills and you are more well equipped. Decision making within the meditative state is that you just coming in to yourself before just going about doing anything. You take a step back and you decide what's going to happen, which is really cool. And then the Seven of Cups, debauch and illusions. I feel like you should continue to ignore that, because there's some sort of illusion that's around you, or maybe you know that it's there. You just haven't chosen to let it go or ignore it yet. So maybe that would be the challenge, is that maybe there's something that you know is an illusion, or that you know is something that you shouldn't be attaching yourself too hard to, and you should continue to work logically through it without having to drown yourself within this illusionary state. with the Seven of Cups. So again, new job, new situation, new position. You moved into it with a lot of exciting energy. Then you moved into Prince of Swords, which is again intelligence, decision making, creativity and intuitive thinking. Prince of Cups, starting of passion, being able to hone that passion, the passion for whatever this job is. Logical thinking, working through it quite nicely. Taking a step back and not just jumping into solutions as soon as you can, and then just continuing to ignore any illusions that come up against you. And it's not that you're gonna see it and know it's an illusion, it's just gonna be you being aware of it, trying to figure out what it's trying to tell you, and then figuring out if it is an illusion or not. So again, I just want to say that for illusions specifically, they could just be how you perceive the world. There could be someone who's saying one thing but meaning the other. I think it's just telling you to find the truth and to continue being logical about it. So yeah, that's your reading. I don't know what it is. It feels like a school thing, but it might just be me projecting for you, which isn't really helpful. Yeah. That is your reading. Thank you so much. Michael, which deck did you want? I just found out that he was... Yeah, sorry, that I was listening to this type of music. What if he has a regular body, but his face is his logo? What do you... In reference to what? In reference to the, what's it called? The Craigasm? Or is that in reference to paper on screen? Like down here? But Michael, let me know which deck you want. Anyone else who's come in and wants a reading? The old school? Alright, let's do the Rider-Waite. Anyone else who's come in and just wants a reading, let me know. I'll add you to the list. Not a huge list so far, so don't gotta wait too long. We just finished Joshy's reading. Joshy, a viewer of mine, with a toaster on it. Oh, the toaster. Excuse me. I thought you meant Rider-Waite as the original. We'll do the Housewives deck for you. Did you want 3 or 5 cards? Sometimes I do 3 spreads for people and all of a sudden 5 cards pop out, but that's just the way that it is sometimes. So yeah, let me know whatever you want. Alright, we'll see how much cards pop out and see what the energies feel like. 5 of Swords. Oh, I forgot what that card was about. Knight of Swords, very cool. Swords energy, very logical, strong energies too. 4 of Pentacles. We'll do a 5. I do need to warm up a little bit. I should have done a reading for myself before jumping in. It was a bit hard for me to figure out what the messages for Joshy's reading was, but also the messages in Joshy's reading was pretty chill and pretty straightforward, so not too bad. Michael, it seems like you are presenting yourself, and you've kind of had a transformation, is what I'm figuring out from the tarot. You've had some sort of change with the 5 of Swords that potentially either made you start to think of becoming the Knight of Swords, and or that change is what caused you to become the Knight of Swords. So you're ignoring a passionate start, you're ignoring a passionate new beginning. That makes sense for this. You are thinking about tending to your garden per se, but that's tending to your garden. Let's figure out what you're tending to. That's all going to come from the past. Accepting limitations, realism, and time management. Okay. So you've kind of come into grips into what your limitations. Josue, what's up, bud? How you doing? Sorry, I yelled. We're doing a reading for Michael, sorry. Michael MCG22 in the chat. We're doing a reading for him. Let me know, Josue, if you want a reading as well. If not, it's chill. You don't need to do one if you don't want one. So yeah, so I feel like you've accepted some limitations or the limitations of yourself, and you've seemed to know how to. Oh, hey, that's my first bits. Thank you so much, Josue. Zesty Monkey! And it's probably Zesty Monkey Yum. But thank you so much for the follow. Hey, let me know if you want a reading. We're currently doing one for Michael in the chat. We'll be doing one for Name Is Too Long in a second. Yeah, Zesty, let me know. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, so there's a sense that you accepted your limitations, but it doesn't mean that you're preventing yourself or holding yourself back. What's up, Zesty? Hope you're doing good. It's not holding yourself back, but knowing how to optimize what you are capable of and what you can do. I think that's what it's trying to say, especially when it comes to the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is a very confident energy. It's rebellious, it's egotistical, and the specific word that I want to focus you upon is cocksure. So he's all swag, he's all swill, he's all sexy. Again, he's completely sure of himself and confident, very strong, very good energy to have, especially if you have some sort of doubts that come in with your thinking. But again, I don't think that's doubt anymore. That's just knowing what you are and who you are and making the most of that. So yeah, essentially it is a glow up. Essentially it is feeling like that you moved towards something, or you moved yourself towards a better place and being better for yourself. There is a feeling that in the future that you are gonna maybe hold that back. With the Four of Pentacles, it's holding what she has. She's putting all her fine china into a cabinet inside of herself and not letting her hands off. So it's just hard holding onto it and not wanting to release it. I kind of wonder why you are in that kind of thinking or in that kind of situation. Maybe you'll meet someone or something that will remind you about what you are unaware of or not, good at or not the best at, that will make you hold on to your cards and make you unsure of yourself. My challenge for you for that with the reading so far is to, yes, hold on to who you are, but don't hide who you are, right? People calling you out for your limitations doesn't mean that you are your limitations, right? Everyone is limited towards something. Not everyone is perfect. Not everyone can do everything. People calling out your limitations could either be them being jealous of what you are capable of doing, so they need to bring you a peg down, or B, a call to better yourself in a way. So it doesn't have to be perfecting those said limitations. It could also just mean just being aware of it and not being too cocksure or being too cocky in a way. Let's put Zesty on the list. So I don't know if that's kind of making sense. Well, actually, to me, it makes a lot of sense. Because then once you're in this high of being confident, and if you came from a place of insecurity, you're going to want to hold that back again in the end. I'm just saying you don't have to. I think this is a good place for you to kind of explore and continue to explore. Especially once you've hit that confident peak, then you can necessarily know that you can reach that peak again, and you can come through that. And yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, tending to your garden, patience, investment, and growth. So I think you're still trying to learn how to, maybe you're trying to learn how to become the King of Swords at this point and not just the Knight. So you're investing on working on yourself, looking towards maybe healing a couple things that you've gone through, and or just strengthening those abilities that you know that you can optimize better. So in terms of, it's a personal reading, just figure out what you're good at and just going ham on it and like making that the best that it can be, which is really cool, because not everyone gets that opportunity to see what they're good at and continue to work on it. People just normally focus too much on the things that they're bad at. So this is the interesting part, right? So this is what you're ignoring section. So this past, present, future, what you're thinking about, what you're not thinking about, or potentially ignoring. This feels like you are ignoring. It feels like you're ignoring like a passionate start. So whatever it is that you're good at or you know that you can do, you don't really want to share that, or at least in the future you're not going to want to share that. You can change this, Mike. You can make this come towards a sense of sharing and a sense of being excited for what you can do. There's a passionate start here that you don't want to do, don't want to pursue. Maybe it's not like the best thing to do, or is not financially stable, or it's too much, there are responsible ways to get into whatever it is that you want. Especially if it's a passion project of some sort, there are like responsible ways to do it. So find those responsible ways. Like, for example, if you wanted to start streaming, you would, obviously find the cheapest equipment that you can find so that you can get to, decent level of streaming. You wouldn't push yourself too much. Do what you can. If it's like a sport, you wouldn't just jump into a league straight away. You would start to learn it first, play by yourself, maybe bring a couple friends to learn the sport and play with it on the side for fun, and then you can move on to it. So like, we're not shocking ourselves into jumping into this passion. We're easing ourselves in, especially when we're transforming ourselves. We want to keep working on it, we want to keep going through, but we also don't want to hide it from everyone in the future, because that's the worst way to attract the people that you are supposed to be with or who you want to be with. Hiding who you truly are is not going to help. So being able to share that, you don't have to share it to everyone, but having the confidence to share that and not to protect it is something that you should work on, or actually look to challenge in the future. So yeah, again, just a reminder, time management, falling into reality, understanding your limitations, coming into a sense of confidence about yourself and knowing what you're good at. Very good feeling, very good state to be in. Potentially holding that back in the future, especially when it's challenged and or if it's not a safe space for you to project or share those certain things. You're continuing to work on yourself, which is great. Continuing to work on investment, maybe money, because it is the Pentacle, so it's quite easy. And then you're ignoring some sort of passion project of some sort here, or something that you've been wanting to do. So that's all I have to say with the reading. Continue to work yourself. Don't be ashamed of who you are. I feel like you came in with some strong energy and you wanted me to call you a bitch boy, so the confidence in yourself is very strong, and I feel that and I appreciate that. And if you missed the reading, I put the VODs up on YouTube. Exclamation YouTube, I think, or exclamation VODs if you want to see that. Yeah, it's your reading. Thanks so much, Mike. Sorry if I'm calling you Mike and you don't want to be called Mike. I should be calling you what your name is, and it's Michael. Shiva Seva Shom Kur MS. Hi. I'm sorry if I destroyed your name, but yes, you can join in with the tarot. Can I join? Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Can I join? Was the one thing I really hate about myself. So, is this you wanting just as a Shiva Seva Shom? It's fine. I became what I'm called. Are you called a dope dude? Yeah. I mean, I just, if the cards want me to tell you to have more confidence in yourself, you definitely should, because we all feel that at some point. We all feel that we're not as good, or we can't be good. So, just sometimes that reminder is nice. Lance, if you're in chat, if you're still here, I'm going to do your reading next. I don't think you told me what deck you wanted. But for everyone who's new and just got added to the list, here are the decks that we can choose from. Deck number 1. Deck number 1, the Kingdom Hearts deck. Sun and Moon Tarot. Very airy, light, beautiful, like hand-painted watercolor deck. So just choose which one you want. Just choose a deck, Shiva, for now, and I'll ask you the question later. Choose a deck. This is deck number 1. This is deck number 2. Rider-Waite, the usual. Traditional tarot. Very good, very strong. Lovely, lovely old art. Strong, vibrant colors. Lot of detail. That's deck number 2. And deck number 3 was the deck that we just used for Mike. This is the Housewives Tarot. TV Dinner. Atomic Family. The Nuclear Family, excuse me. Very American. Very advertisement friendly and what's the word? Great Gatsby-esque almost that they're on the timeline. So yeah, let me know. Shiva, you want deck 1? I'll write that down on the list. Alright, Lons, you want... Let's do it. That's for everyone in the chat, so Josue, let me know. Zesty, let me know. Shiva, tell me what deck. Shiva, tell me what spread you want. So Lance, you want a 5 spread. Here we go. King of Pentacles. So in the past, you felt like you were very strong. You had a very good stronghold of your financial ability. You could have been also just well-grounded in what you thought you were capable of and what is in front of you. Surprise me. Okay, Josue, I'll do it. I'll surprise you. So that's good, Lance. You had a good past in terms of money and or just being humbled. You are a very humble person, as I know already, so that doesn't surprise me at all. What else does the King of Pentacles want to say? Well, it doesn't matter what it wants to say because there's a new card. Alright, Zesty. But do let me know if you guys want a 5 or 3, because that makes it a lot easier for me, especially when I'm trying to figure out more stuff about the story. Queen of Cups. I don't know which deck it was that the Queen of Cups was a sad, somber card. But it's again, it's the cups, it's the queen. It's emotional stability, or coming to emotional stability, or feeling some sort of emotional strength, which is very cool to see. That's what you are. Sorry, there's a hair on the thing. So that's cool. Princess of Swords. And the Ace of Swords in the future as well. The Ace of Swords is interesting because when you're talking about the future and the beginning, again, aces, start of the suits. Whoa. Okay, we're reading these together. Lance, you are ignoring some sort of beginning or re-beginning, actually. It's like you met someone in your past, or someone in your past has come back up into your life, and you don't know whether or not you should be starting a thing with them. Sorry, yeah, I got it. I'll read a little. I'll read. Let me just take a breather. Let's read and figure out what the cards are trying to tell you. So yeah, King of Pentacles talks about a doctor or a healer, abundance, prosperity, and confidence, enjoying success and the loyalty of other people. That's where I feel, yeah, again, that's just, you were very stable in your past, you're successful and you're working your way. Again, it's good. It's good. It's good stuff. Like, even if you felt like you were struggling at uni, it was good to know that you were, you felt stable enough to do it and you felt stable enough to continue. Queen of Cups talks about emotional integrity, love and sensuality, the Queen of Love, feminine cycles and intuition. So again, just, in terms of tarot, the gender stuff is about energies. So masculine means like strong and buff and stubborn and maybe angry. Feminine energies are a lot softer. Talks about a lot about love, sensuality, calm, relaxation, stuff like that. So there's some sort of emotional acceptance that's coming through, where there's love and sensuality. And then the Ace of Swords, talks about power, strength of thinking, mental clarity, and creative thinking. On the handle of the sword is a moon symbolizing receptive spirit. So it's the beginning of something creative. It is an intelligent thing, so you're probably moving on to the next step of your career. That's what I'm getting. So there's a new step in towards your career, which is there for you. Just continue to work, continue to go off of this humble energy. This emotional thing is quite interesting. I wonder what the emotional thing is talking about. Then we'll go Princess of Swords. Astral Alpha Omega, hello, welcome to the stream. Fingers crossed, I need to start networking with lecturers. Maybe it's your time. Maybe it's your time to figure out that, and/or you'll find an ability to do that sometime soon. Oh, sorry, Astra. Did you want a reading? I'm just gonna add you to the list. I have not set up a join thing, and I feel real dumb for not doing that. And I've been doing this for like a month now. The emotional thing is kind of accurate. I think definitely learned a lot about myself during lockdown. A lot of people have, so good job on like taking that journey and learning a bit more. Also, exclamation tarot just for exclamation tarot for just some things about me and my relationship with tarot. Also, Josue's out there with the charity for gaming thing. I'm trying to raise funds for a child's thing. What up, Cheetah? Hello. People coming in hot. Sorry, back to you, Lance. Vigilance and intelligence, strong will and devotion, triumph through courage and love instead of confrontation. Does this relate to this? Sorry, I don't know if you can see my fingers. Does this relate to this? So I'm gonna jump into this right now because I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna ask. It's gonna talk about how this relates or why it makes sense. So as I said, these two cards popped up at the same time, around about the same time. And the Fool card, we'll do this first because it's easier to explain. The Fool card talks about jumping straight into a new adventure or meeting with someone. Not meeting with someone, well, that's a thing. Jumping into a new adventure, jumping into a new part of your life, going in with no regard for safety. You just head in, all passion, all freedom, all fun. It's a card that talks about having the world be in front of you and just experiencing the world and just jumping in no matter what. Again, so there's like a freedom towards it. It's not a sense of recklessness. Instead, it's more of like an excitement for life, an excitement to live. So that is starting a journey, correct? Now this, thanks Cheetah, thanks Joshy. It's Insane in the Rain. They do Undertale stuff. I could probably play a little more Insane in the Rain music if you guys would like. Have I DM'd? I have not DM'd. Did I DM you? I don't remember. Sorry, back to Lance. So this, why I thought it was a person, is because this talks about nostalgia, Lance. This talks about deep thoughts and thinking in the night, because it is the moon card, right? And in the sun, it's like bright energy that reveals everything. But underneath the guise of the moonlight, you can kind of feel that there's some sense of light towards it. What do you call it? There's a softness, and with that softness, and you get in the nighttime, you kind of just think about the past a lot. So that's why I think there's something in the past, or someone in the past that's showing up again. And maybe you had a hard time talking to them, that's why this card exists. So now, instead of dealing with it through confrontation, you're just starting a new way to meet up with them, go towards things in a softer kind of way, a softer approach almost. But you were ignoring having to start over again. You're ignoring a lot of the past. Actually, you're trying to just ignore making a decision is what it feels like. You should be making a decision at some point, Lance, considering whatever this relationship is, whether you want to continue on with this relationship, whether you don't, whether it makes sense for you, whether or not it's worth it even, because that's really key. And I know your approach is going to be softness and, being kind and loving. However, you just have to make a decision, because you can still approach the decision in a kind, soft way. You can still let someone down softly. It's just about making the decision to do it. And I feel like you're in a great position to do it because emotionally you feel confident in yourself and you feel withhold because you have learned new things. You know now what you can deal with. So it's just making that decision now. It's just going through with it, which is fun. Tell me about it on Friday. Let me know. Remind me, please, because this is interesting. I want to know what this is about for sure. So yeah. Strong reading, Lance. Strong reading. Very interesting. Your life is going places. Thank you. Thank you for letting me do your reading. Alright, who's next? Josue, you said you wanted a deck. A random deck. You wanted me to surprise you? I will give you a gosh darn surprise. Oh, sorry. I need to add Astral to the thing. Astral, Alpha, Omega. We'll do you the same deck. I just like the art on this one. Did you say you wanted a 5 or 3? I need to double check. Zesty wanted 5. Oh, Astral, just to let you know if you're still here in the chat, then the magician, then the start of the lovers till we stop there. Dude, that reminds me of a friend of mine that got a really good career reading. Like, it was a beautiful career reading. Like, it told her that she was going the right way. She just needs to keep working, and the work that she's doing is actually getting her somewhere. But she was really mad about it because there was no love at all within the reading. I had to get a difference to your choice. So Josue, for the 5 spread, you get a what you're thinking about card and what you're ignoring card. The 3 spread is just past, present, and future. So if you would like to know, that'd be cool. Moon again. Moon again. So in the past, there was some sort of thing, that nostalgic thing that happened to you, some sort of coming around, and or it's just a strong representation of the past, and you can just look back at it nicely. No, it's not, because now you have the death card or the rebirth card, depending on how you want to look at it. Wow. We are moving, Josue. We are moving. I also know I should be calling you like Jose, but like the way that your name is spelled on your user, I want to keep saying Josue. Man, I don't know if this was the past being rebirthed, or you reliving the past now, where you are in your life. Because the moon, again, talks about the past. It talks about... Sorry, I gotta put this down. I got 2 swords. We're back to thinking logically and making decisions within ourselves. I like how the king is in the future too, the King of Swords. Because the King of Swords is really cool for this. For making a decision, for staying intelligent throughout it, for keeping logical, and having your mind make most of the decisions. So you're going to be in control of some sort of logical decision, and or your mind is going to be there for you as like a strong asset to have in the future. But I'm interested again, the moon in the past and the rebirth or death in the beginning, in the middle. So maybe you were kind of stuck in the past, and it's not the past that you were living in, it was the past that happened way before, reminiscing about the past. So now it's a decision of whether or not you want to relive the past for real, or if you want to let go of the past completely. And again, that's why the 2 of Swords is coming out, because you want to take this decision with yourself. You want to make it a decision that's purely your choice and something that you can help yourself with. And it's not one that's easy to ask other people for help with, I'm assuming, because it is all about your own perception and how you feel. But it's quite cool because now you have the choice. I feel like if you want to relive it, you want to rebirth whatever it is, it could be a relationship in the past, it could be a friendship. The thing that I'm feeling is that it's an emotional thing, but you have to work through it logically and see what it is through intelligent means first. And when I say intelligent means, I mean like non-emotional means. And justice. You're ignoring the justice that was supposed to happen with the situation, or why the situation was the way it was. So now that with the justice coming out, I want to ask you this question. Is it fair for you or fair for the other person to relive this whole thing, to go through it again, and to maybe work it out? Is it going to be a just relationship? Is it going to be fair and balanced and equal? If not, then you know. If yes, then you know, right? If you know that it's going to be balanced, if you can logically say to yourself, because of these 2 cards, if you can, logically say that yes, this is going to be a fair, balanced, and equal relationship, then I feel like you'll be fine. And you can make a decision based on it. But don't let your emotions get the better of you at this point. I think you need to ask yourself what will be the best thing for you, and not just what will make me feel good in this short time, because you've been living too much in nostalgia in the past. You've been living too much in what was happening or what happened, and now you're moving towards making the decision to kill it off completely, end it now, and not go back into it, or bring it back to life. Which, I don't know, could be your thing, could be your cup of tea, not necessarily mine. I'm just gonna put that out there. But in the end, you're going to somehow, with this help, the help of this, with the help of the decision making, you will know how to process decisions better. You will know with experience how to approach it better and like look through it better. And then you have the justice, which is what you're ignoring. You need to make sure that this is just for you. You need to make sure that you are gonna get a good run for your money, I would say, with the situation. And it's supposed to be good for you as well, and not just good for the other person, or the other way around. They need to be treated well as well, because if it's a relationship, it's a two-way thing. It's not one person just giving love forever and one person taking love. It's two people giving love. So again, we'll recap it now. This is your past. You're living in the past, still reminiscing too much about the past. You have this option of rebirthing and or killing it off completely, is what I feel. And whatever it is, we'll just go into the skills that you have and the skills that you are growing in terms of making decisions. You are now also in the process of making said decision. It's interesting that it's two as well, because it's the beginning. You're not there yet, but you are working on it and you are processing through it. But also just remember, is this fair for you? Is this just for you? Make sure you know. Make sure that you can say for sure. Make sure that you have fact that is running behind it. I'm hopeful I can make the right decision. I am hopeful too, and I know that you will make the right decision. But also, it's okay if you make the wrong decision. That's how we learn. That's how you're gonna get into this king energy here. Because then you'll know in the end what decisions you'll be able to make. Or what decision to make the next time. So don't be afraid, whatever happens will happen. I'm rooting for you, let me know. I'm sorry that was so heavy, or like really like, that was a really strong one. I got no say in how the cards are gonna pop out, man. That's just the way that I like to do the readings. I don't want to put my bias into drawing cards, so yeet. Alright, Zesty. Josue, I hope that was okay. I hope that wasn't too intense. Most things in my life are, yeah. Thank you, I appreciate your time. Hey, no, man. Hey, look, for reals, I really appreciate that you dropped by the bits. Loved it. That's my first ever bit donation, so thank you so much. Thank you so much also for donating to the charity. I really appreciate it. You and B make my heart swell, because it just makes me feel so nice that I've done this thing really quickly in terms of streaming, and now I'm trying to raise money for a charity. The fact that we do have some sort of money I really appreciate that as well. And just everyone here in chat, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, just thanks. Yeah, Zesty, let's go. We're gonna use the same deck. Did you say you wanted 5? You said you wanted 5, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. This is jazz Persona music, so my brain is going wild. Yo! Cool. We'll do the same deck, Zesty. Right, failure. Excuse me. That's a you are not an M. 7 of Pentacles. You were hiding yourselves, or you were putting yourself in a place to protect yourself after a certain failure. Very fair thing to do, especially if it was something that was quite embarrassing for you. You'd want to hide and protect yourself. That was in the past, though. I'm not saying that it's now, because it is sitting in the past. So don't worry about it. Let's see what else has for you. Strength. Good call, especially after that certain failure. I don't know if it was a school thing, or if you failed a thing at work, or if it's something a lot smaller, like making a mistake in front of a partner or something, or a friend. It's okay. Those things happen. That's just how life is, and that's how the world is gonna go. 2 majors, just like Josue's. Now it's calling you to be strong and to put some power back into yourself and feel some sort of empowerment for whatever that failure was. I quite like that, cause you can fail, right? and at a point you can feel guilty about hurting someone or making something go like happen, and sometimes you get hung up on the failure, which I mean it happens to me, and it happens to everyone else too, I'm sure. But now it's just asking you, hey, now it's time to build yourself back up. Now it's time to give yourself some sort of strength within the situation, especially when the future has justice in store for you. With justice being in store for you, I feel like that's just the universe telling you that you are either being unfair to yourself, or now is the time to be fair to yourself, or give yourself a break almost. Because sometimes, yeah, we stick too far into this negative cycle. We stick too far into beating ourselves up, especially after a mistake. But in the future, it's gonna ask you. So you can keep building yourself now, right? And building can take a long time. The process of it may take a while, so it's okay if that takes a while. Now it's just being aware. At some point in the future, you're going to have to say, am I being fair to myself? Am I being fair to the others around me if I'm still sulking in this failure that happened way in the past? And this is a thing that applies for everyone, right? Like, I'm sure we all have a hang-up that we have in the past that hasn't left us. And it's really, oh, it's crazy that this song is playing, because this makes me feel like everything is going to be okay, or it's the end of the journey, but there's so much to learn still. So if any Persona players are out there, you know that this song makes people cry. So that I feel that right now. I feel that a lot. You're thinking about the Ace of Wands up the top here, which is sup, bitch boy is back. You're not bitch boy. You don't have to be, Michael. Come on. We love and respect here. But also, if that is your decision, we love and respect the decision. Sorry, I want to look at the Seven of Wands. So there's I feel like you're growing strength in order to start this passionate project. I like to say passion project because the Ace of Wands is just straight passion and it's the beginning of something. So then I feel like, if it's with a relationship, starting to grow that relationship and starting to go through. But it's a start that you want and that you are thinking of. I feel like it's holding you back though. This certain failure is holding you back from it. So continue to grow the strength in order to continue with it. I know it's something you want, something you're thinking about, but what you are ignoring here down at the bottom. It's the Seven of Wands, which talks about valor. Faith and experience and intuition, to move forward and persevere, confrontation without compromise, the courage to stick to personal values. You're ignoring that you can stand up for yourself, and you have this ability to stand up for yourself. And with doubt, doubt sucks as one of the worst things. What's up, Eilina? How you doing? Would you like a reading? Let me know. I hope you're doing good. I also got your name wrong, I'm sure. You reminded me, you told me how to read it before. But yeah, for you, Zesty, there's, again, that failure with the Seven of Pentacles, the opportunity to build yourself back up now, or the call to strength inside of you, and then the moment where you have to figure out, are you still being just to yourself by sulking? Are you still being just to yourself by holding yourself back? Because you are now thinking about and focused on this Ace of Wands. You're focused so hard on this new start, this new passionate thing that you feel so good for, but you're ignoring that you can stand up for yourself. You're ignoring that you are strong and that you have these tools that will get you through whatever that failure was in the past. You're not defined by the failure that happened. You're not defined by the shitty things that you do. You're defined by how you react to it and how you make up for it, because again, everyone will make mistakes. It's just a human thing to do. So it's how you react to those mistakes, which is very important for you to think about. And that's the Seven of Wands that wants you to talk about. Like, this person is on the higher ground. Look, this person is above all the other ones that they're trying to fight, or that is trying to attack or go strike. But also the fact that there's so much more above them, right? There's so much space that you're thinking about. You're focusing too much on the down here, there's little things, when there's a literal galaxy and a literal world right behind you that you can focus and put your energies into. So that's essentially it. Essentially, right? Zesty has the high ground if they build themselves with the strength, and if they choose to go through justice. Sorry, that got again. We're getting some intense stuff, my guys and girls and theys. Actually, Lance, hold on. I'll give you the actual song title. It's called Hoshi to Bokurato. Hoshi to Bokurato. That is the name. I need to cool that edge to the list. Oops, that's not your name. There we go. The remix is a bop. Wait, I want to let you guys hear the Oh yeah, you know this song because I played it on my car. Unicorn, yes. Here is I want the tofu beats. I want tofu beats. Sorry, let's... Tofu beats. Here's the song that we just listened to, and I love it so much. This is the remix, though. Yeah, Zesty, I hope that was okay. Please trust yourself. Please know that you are strong and that you have this power and ability. Now we're gonna go into Shiva. Shiva, if you're in chat, you said you wanted deck 1, which was the same deck. Also, what's up, Sean? I am not Saikuno, guys. Please. That's like the third person that's Okay. Could I get into the queue? Do you want another reading, Michael? Paper Kuno. Sure, Michael, if you have a question for the tarot, I'd be more than happy to do so. Alright, we'll put you in. Shiva, if you're here. Shiva Seva. Shiva Seva shown quorums. Oh no. Oh no, why did I hear that twice? No, I don't see it. Shiva, if you're in chat, let me know. Let's get your reading going. We have 2 cards for you out already. They popped up very hard. We're gonna do you a 5 spread because you had a pretty heavy question. Again, guys, let's just put it out there. I'm not a counselor or a what do you call it? Oh my god, what am I not? I'm not a diviner. I'm not an expert. If there are problems in your life that you're going to look for tarot to answer, it's not really the healthiest thing for you guys to do. It is good to have a start in order to like ask questions and kind of find out. But if you do need help, please go towards the avenues of help. So go for it, please. Go for the help, whatever it is. Right here, your question was, what is the one thing that I really hate about myself? So, Shiva, if you're in chat, the thing is, I won't be able to answer that question. Number 1, I'm not a diviner. Number 1 is that, yeah, I can't sink into the energies as much. But if we're trying to answer the question for yourself, as in, you're trying to find out what's the one thing you hate about yourself, maybe you can project onto the story. Maybe you can project onto these cards and figure it out. Because it's very hard to find out what we truly hate about ourselves and accept that we hate it about ourselves. Also, when he said I'm not Saikuno in Saikuno's voice. Joshi, thanks so much for that compliment. I never was a fan of my voice because I used to make YouTube videos. But now I think I'm like kind of getting okay with it now that I'm a bit older. It doesn't crack as much, which is nice. But yeah. Shiva. So this is in relation with your question of why you hate yourself. Or what's the one thing you don't like about yourself. So again, this is quite strong. I'm easily bored, I don't hate it. But sure ain't good quality to have. Yeah, no, I feel that, dude. I get easily bored too. Some games, like, if it doesn't grasp me in, I'm gonna be playing like a YouTube video on the side or listening to a podcast while I play a game, even if it's a story game. And if it sounds dumb, like, it sounds so stupid, but it's just a thing that happens for my brain, and I just can't help it. Alright, we back into the OG playlist. Alright, if y'all play Persona, you know where this is from. Futaba. No. Shiva in the past, there was splashing water that indicates pure joy. The lotus flowers show spiritual abundance. Children innocently playing notions. So there's some sort of... it's not a Spotify song, it's a YouTube playlist. Here you go. That's the Persona music. And if you just search Insane in the Rain for the Undertale music, you'll know that's there. I think I posted this playlist on my Discord as well, so music is there too if you guys want it, the music suggestions. Shameless promotion incoming. The only thing I can assume is that Shiva is very religious because the devil came out, and there was some sort of fun that they were having in the past that they feel very guilty about, and I can only equate that to so this is okay. This is strong projection of myself and what I have lived through, so you'll see where this is coming from. But the idea of having pleasure from the Six of Cups in the past, especially if it was like an innocent pleasure, or like like fun that you were having as kids, that could be the thing that you were guilty about because of something that wasn't like traditionally accepted for said religion for some people. So you could just feel guilty about enjoying it, especially if it's a thing that's been built up to be such a negative thing to have in your life and such a negative thing to feel or experience or live through. Like if it's some sort of sin or something against the commandments and then you did it and you don't forgive yourself for doing that, that might be the one thing that why you hate yourself, because you don't see yourself as someone who can be redeemed, or that you have to be perfect in the eyes of God all the time. And that's not true. If God wanted us to be perfect he would have made us perfect. But he didn't make us perfect because he wants us to understand, like, essentially how it feels to forgive and feel forgiveness and to feel love. Because perfection means you can't feel all of the joys of life. You can't feel all of the joys of it because we can't feel the joys because we won't understand the joys without the sadness and the hurt and the pain. So that's one of the reasons why I think he would have made us perfect or built us perfect. And that's why the devil is there for you, because it was something that you thought was sinful or something that you should shame yourself with. It's keeping you locked up. It might be just a sense of self-loathing that you don't like about yourself, Shiva. I don't know. This is really bad because I don't want to keep projecting these type of things. But in the future, you're going to be juggling something and making a decision out of the change. So there is a lot of hope that you will be able to break out of this, and there is this ability and this chance where you will break out of it, and there will be some sort of change in your life that helps you push through. That's very blurry. I apologize. And it's really good because we are now thinking about wanting to push through with it, wanting to fight, and knowing what you are built, how you are built, and like knowing that you have the tools for the situation, right? Let's see. Yeah. that's... I don't know, this reading kind of just hits home a little. And I know that it's something in the past that was an innocent thing that you did. Something that you, again, it is maybe your fault, but it's not something that you knew that it was your fault or that you knew that was wrong. And it's really hard to deal with that. But like, you know that you can't do good, and or there's no way about dealing with a mistake, especially if you didn't know it was wrong until you were told. So if there was like a way that you wanted to continue to ignore it or like continue to stop yourself from performing that mistake, then you would keep doing it. But there's a passion. There's a passion and there's a want to leave that situation, and you will leave it. You just have to keep wanting to leave it. You have to keep wanting to get out of it. You have to keep fighting to get out of it, and there will be change to come in the future. The star in the ignoring section, or the side you were ignoring. After the storm comes peace, and after darkness comes light. The star card encourages us to have hope, optimism, faith, and divine intuition, and trust in our inner guide. It offers the gift of premonition. The star is light that guides the way. The pyramids have an astrological connection, etc. So you are ignoring that there is some sort of, that there is hope that you will get out of it, whatever it is you feel, whether in this sense of self-loathing, in this sense of trying to figure out what you hate about yourself. There is an end to it, and it's not an end, it's more a beginning. What are you saying? So you mean I'm not perfect? Now I have to rethink everything. Astral, maybe you're perfect. Since you are Astral, Alpha, Omega, you know, you're all of it. You're the Alpha and the Omega. You're the beginning and the end. And you are space. So maybe you're perfect? Us normal people down here on Earth are not. But yeah, Shiva, if you... just keep that hope, is what I'm gonna say. Keep that hope, keep that strength, keep that faith. Continue to fight through it. It's not gonna be easy, but you can do it. So yeah. That's, guys, what, the energies are so strong today. But Astral, if you're perfect, you don't have to try. Unless it's you not trying that makes you perfect. Okay. Yeah. If Shiva comes back, we'll just tell them about the vibe. This one's for you, Joshi. You hear that pop? It's such a nice pop. Also this song, what the heck? I do need water. I was about to take some. Thanks for spending the coins. Oh, it's the English version. Whoa. Astral, have I shown you the decks? Was I able to show you? Like, so you can choose what deck you want your reading to be done from. If not, I can show you now. So we've been working with deck 1 this entire time. It's the Sun and Moon Tarot, and or what I like to call the Kingdom Hearts deck. Because they just look like Kingdom Hearts characters with the long body and the big head with the spiky hair, etc. That's deck number 1. It's beautiful. Love it a lot. Very popular in the stream. We've got the Rider-Waite right here, which is the traditional tarot. Good classic art. Like art that I could only describe as scripture art, because you would see them in scriptures of some sort. Very Western Europe, or Eastern Europe. I'm not really sure. It's very beautiful either way. And now we have the Housewives Tarot, which is like um, TV dinner American 80s, very beautiful and gaudy and just Great Gatsby-esque, you know, the 40s, excuse me. Like all of this old stuff. Very cool, very Fallout in a way. So just let me know, 1, 2, or 3. It doesn't matter, but like I just like would you. I just like to give people the option if they want it. Just let me know, 1, 2, or 3. And did you say if you wanted a 5 spread? Because I don't remember. I did not write it down. I'll just let my brain take a break for a second. How are we doing in chat? Are we living? Are we feeling okay after all of these readings so far? We've had a lot of heavy stuff recently, lately, today. We've had a lot of heavy stuff. Well, I'll take the tradition then. 40 card spread, please. 5. You're limited to 5. God, imagine a 40 card spread. That would be really fun, especially if you could like figure out, like if you want the order to a story. Because how many cards are there in the tarot? 52? Do you have a question for the tarot? Just curious. 78 cards in a tarot, so a 40 card spread is possible. Oh, so yeah, Astral, we're doing reversals for this one. This is the only deck out of the 2 decks that has definitions for reversals, so we take reversals. I just assume you know that stuff because that's your name. Hi, I'm Kiana. May I have a reading? What's up, Kiana? Yeah, you can have a reading. I'll put you in line. You're gonna go after Astral, whose reading is happening right now. Eileen, who will be next. Michael, who has a question, and then we'll chuck you in if you're down. Kiana Bella. That's a good name. It's a really nice name. Welcome to the stream. Ace of Cups up in reverse for you. Okay, stop. This is a bad abort mission abort. No, it's in the past. It's in the past. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay, Astral. It's in the past. Kiana, thank you so much for the follow. I really like your name. Kiana's a very nice name. And Bella just reminds me of another person in this chat named Bella. Have faith, Astral, have faith. Remember, we can't have the beauty without the ugly. So there must have been something struggle bust that happened in the past that you fought through in order to feel this way. See? 9 of Cups. You're okay. Let's see what the future has. Oh, thank you. It's my real name. Good. Your parents named you real well. Oh, cool. Also, Kiana, if you would like to let me know, do you want a 3 or 5 card spread? Real name. It's my gamer name, but I like this online. Yeah, Kiana Bell is good. It's a good alias. Dude, that's exactly how I look. That's exactly how I try to hold myself when I'm wasted and trying to convince people that I'm not wasted. Sitting down in front of all my cups and just being like, I'm chill, it's fine. I can take one more. I can take one more. We should have aborted. I know. Shush. Yeah, I know. I didn't. I don't know if I cursed it. If the spirits are up against are against us right now, I shouldn't have said anything. That's okay. See how you feel. 3 or 5 is fine. Whatever comes out. All right, Kiana, we'll figure it out. We'll probably do you a 5 since we still have some time. I'll show you the decks after the next couple readings, but let us do Astral's reading. Astral, I'm so sorry. But this is your message. This is what's happening, man. Or girl, or they, or unicorn, whichever you want. Oh, sorry, Kiana. I don't have an Instagram. I mean, I do, but I try to keep my face away from the stream because I do not want my future employers to know that I stream. Not yet. I do have a Discord. If you want to do exclamation disc, if you want to join that, we do some fun stuff over there. We're currently doing a monthly creative challenge. So if y'all want to, make a piece of art, to say a poem, write a song, we're gonna do a show and tell in November. So if you're down, it'd be cool. Okay, Ace of Cups in reverse talks about false heart, mutuation, instability, revolution. Makes sense because tell me if that link works. I'm not sure if it works. That makes sense with the Ace of Cups being in reverse. All the good emotions are falling out of the cup and there's nowhere to actually hold them all. You're feeling Nine of Cups at the moment, which is kind of cool to see because that talks about concord, contentment, biantre, also victory, success, advantage, satisfaction for the current. So you're feeling satisfied at some point. You're feeling that you have some sort of like, oh, awesome. Also, thank you for clicking through. Appreciate it. There's some sort of contentment for you, and but you're not stoked about not having all of the cups, because you know how the 10 of Cups is the dream come true. The 10 of Cups is the thing to happen, the thing to feel, everything that you want. So you're way too focused on that Ace of Cups falling upside down, not being there with you. You're looking at that final cup and you're disappointed that it wasn't the final cup. But that's fine. I'd rather find out that the cup isn't the cup that I'm supposed to have rather than keeping it and knowing way later on that it's not supposed to be the cup that I was meant to have anyway, So that's pretty cool to see. The Tower in reverse, according to one account, the same in a lesser degree. Also oppression, imprisonment, and tyranny. So, Michael, it's almost your turn. Couple more readings, and you can ask a question. So yeah, we all know what the tower does. It's the destruction of a certain idea to the bottom of the ground. It's clearing out old ways and clearing out what you previously built, not for just the sake of it, not just for the sake of pain, but clearing out so you can build something new, right? The only cup I want is the Holy Grail of youth. Keeping like a child, always there, always good. So I feel like because it's the tower in reverse, this is just a reminder. So I think you were holding on to whatever this cup was, right? And now that you've built up this 9, now that you've built up this joy and this contentment, this cup isn't going to hold strong anymore. So I feel like you have like a faux 10 of Cups, like a fake 10 of Cups in your life, like in the story of tarot, because you are content with what you have, but there's so many questions around this one. So there's going to be some sort of end that comes with this cup that's going to suck, but because it's not the actual tarot, because it isn't the actual tower, it's not going to be a complete breakdown of everything. It's not going to be a full shake through of what happened into your entire life. It's just going to be, I think it's going to take off just the top, which is this Ace of Cup. It's just going to remove that one thing that's been a negative and or not the strongest thing for you to have. But you're also thinking about rest and repose. That's why the 4 of Swords is here. So you're sleeping. It's a man sleeping in the coffin with a sword underneath. Maybe you're just not necessarily sleeping on it like you're ignoring it, but you're trying to see your intuition, you're trying to see around the world or around your current life where this other cup is, because there's from the story that we're seeing so far, the three swords up here can be a representation of the swords that you are aware of. Right? It's the swords that you are aware of. So it might not be rest, right? It might not be rest or recuperation. These are the swords that you are aware of, but you're trying to find this one. And it's taking you a step backwards in order to find this one. Because you want that one and you don't give a fuck about these ones that you're looking at right now. You know what I'm saying? Which is great. Because we gotta let this one go. This is not a cup that's holding water, that's a cup that's spilling water, you know? We want to be able to drink our tea here, not spill it. If that makes sense. Knight of Wands. Hiding both face and blood. Free for you to draw. Departure, absence, flight, and emergence of a dark young man. Friendly, change of residence. So there's some sort of movement when it comes to that. I think you're ignoring help. Maybe. I don't know if that's what you're looking for. You're ignoring some sort of help. You're ignoring some sort of person that's here to actually let you let go of this cup, let you make this quick change in the tower. Maybe someone who knows how you can get this certain sword, right? That's what I'm feeling. That's what it's coming through. So again, there was a cup that was not good for you, but you held it. It wasn't the greatest cup, but it was a cup nonetheless. You've built up your other collection of cups, the 9 of cups here, and you've reached some sort of contentment, knowing full well that this cup is not going to be good for you anymore. And in the future, you're going to be challenged to let go of said cup and or make changes around said cup in order for you to find what you were actually looking for with this sword that you were sleeping on, or sleeping or dreaming about. But through this, there's some sort of help, whether it be friends or, I don't know, streams, etc., that you're ignoring or that you're not wanting to accept before you move on with this. This can be prevented, sure, but I don't know if it can be prevented unless you can turn this cup around. And that does not seem like what the tarot is asking you to do. I think it's asking you to be ready for it, and it's asking you to think about what you really, really want, rather than what you already have. Because your contentment is there. You have set yourself up pretty well. Now it's just to capitalize and actually get your dream and have your dream come true, if that makes sense to you. But yeah, that's your reading. Not too bad. Look, it's just telling you to find the actual thing that you're supposed to love and be with in the future, right? It could be work, it could be a person. You tell me. It's not bad at all. Still continuing with the trend of very strong energies, though, for sure. Also, Joshy, good job, dude. Beating Minecraft for the first time after playing it for 7 years. I still have not beaten it. Does it mean you beat the Ender Dragon? Because, Lord knows, I have tried. Could not be bothered making the Nether portal and everything. Not the Nether portal, the, You know, I'm supposed to get the Eye of the Enders and like filling that up. I was never bothered to hunt down Enderman. Like a kid in the woods. Hey, maybe that sword will make you a path. No, but thanks so much for the reading. Like in terms of me letting you do this reading for you. Really appreciate it. Alright, Eilina, if you're here. It took me 4 hours to find Enderman. Damn. Lance, do you want to finish Minecraft? We should finish Minecraft. Maruki's theme? Oh. What? No, it's not Maruki's theme, it's from Persona 4, but still, that sounds great. Okay, thought it was Maruki's theme. Gotta finish the semester before I shoot myself in the foot. Yeah, okay, no fair. I'll wait. Okay, Alina, which decks would you like? Deck number 2? Deck number 1? Deck number 3? Kingdom Hearts, Rider-Waite. I keep forgetting what it's called. The Housewives. Number 1. Sun and Moon, the popular deck. I love that deck, don't worry. Do you have a question for the tarot, Alina? Or do you want to just kind of see what it wants to tell you? Also, Michael, if you're here, let me know what your question for the tarot is. Because you said you had a question, you're going to be next soon. Alright, cool. That's usually a good way to just let it happen. See what the tarot's got to say, see what it's got to want to do. I'm back, my phone died. Oh shoot, hey, welcome back, Josue. How's this chill? Don't worry about it. Oh, I don't know, Cheetah, if you're here still, did you want a reading? I forgot to ask you if you wanted one. We're doing five cards for you, right, Alina? My dedication, watching till my phone's die. Exactly, dude. You're so strong to this stream. I really appreciate it. Five spread. Yeah. Cool. Nice. Judgment in the past. Judgment in the past is very strong, very nice. Some, again, there's some sort of judgment that either you would have bestowed upon somebody or somebody bestowed upon to you. Judgment which led to death. So there was a judgment in terms of you making a choice about something. Now I feel like it was you judging someone and whether or not that you wanted to end that certain relationship with someone. It could also not be a person. It could just be like judging whether or not your work life was healthy for you, or if you needed to change in your degrees if you're a student, etc. Or just judging your own self and saying, hey, now it's time for a change. Like, you know how some people can get really stuck in their ways, like waking up, going to work, going to school, going home, and just kind of like wasting away in a way. Not wasting away that they're choosing to do it. It just feels like they're wasting away, but then they're still putting the work and being productive about it. So I feel like that could be a call for you to not... What is it? It's like a kick in the butt in terms of restarting some sort of healthy pattern. Like, for some people, restarting could be doing workouts again, exercising, enjoying yourself, having a fun time, or giving yourself the time and space to just relax and rest. So it's like, it could literally be both, like the death of old negative hobbies and tasks into a rebirth of someone more productive, who's more happier, even more well-rested. Like, it doesn't have to be productive all the time. You could have made a judgment that you were maybe taking too much out of your life. You were taking too much time with the work and you needed to rest because you would have felt like destroyed at the end of the day. So now you're clearing out time to actually progress through. Oh, there you go. What's up, Cheetah? Oops, I'm doing a poll. I think I hosted already. No, I think that was the first time, but thank you for the host, my guy. Always appreciate. Also, while you're here, do you want a reading? Do you want me to put you on the list? Boobs or butt? I'm doing a poll. But am I a boobs guy? I like boobs. I don't know. I feel bad. No. Another haiku. Okay, I'll do you a haiku instead of a reading. How about that? Shit. I like butt. Butt is good. Boobs are nice. Boobs are great. But like, I don't want to say that I'm a boobs guy and then have all of my potential people that I'm gonna date in the future feel sad about it. Cause like I don't care if you have big boobs or not. But why type? What do you mean by type? Dude, I don't know anyone who doesn't like boobs. Oh, what type? I like big boobs. But like, small boobs are good too. But like, if I was a lady, right, I would feel bad about having tiny boobs if I want big boobs, right? But then, if you think about it, if I was a lady, I could work on my ass and like get my ass like big and thick. And as a dude, like having a thick butt is like perfect. Like I would like to have a thick ass, like it's a good one. I want to fill in my jeans right, you know what I'm saying? Like girls are so hot, I hate them gay. Girls are hot too, but like they're also those like really hot dudes. You can definitely appreciate your own gender. I have to lose weight. I want to be hot. You already have a girlfriend, Cheetah. She loves you the way that you are, and I'm sure she thinks you're hot already. No one needs to be seduced even more than you, dude. No one needs to keep being seduced by you. Eileen, you got 2 cards at the end, so we're gonna talk through that in a second. I have a thick like Kardashian. Are you a Kardashian? Are you secretly one of the Kardashians? Low key. You're super cool. Can I have you on Instagram? You can whisper it to me. I'll think about it. Are you in my Discord? How about you send me your Instagram and then I can see and judge? No, I'm kidding. Don't do. Let's not do that. I'll think about it. Kiana. I choose boobs over butt. Boobs are like stress balls for fun to play with. But like butts can be the same. They're just on a different side. Like I could probably hold a pen with my ass. I think a lot of people could. So Michael, my question would be, can you pick up a pen with your butt? That's what I'm saying. Can you pick up a pen? I didn't assume it was anything weird. I was still unsure about sharing who I am with people. Like, it's nothing against you, Keanu. It's just I don't know where my boundary on that is yet. I want to be another radiant being of. Oh shoot! That moved quick. I want another radiant being of opposite gender that vibrate on the same level. Then I'll probably be happy. Probably for this. Maybe that's your sword. Venus could also be there. You could also just ask Venus out. Asking the real question. Look! It's just a question. It wasn't a horny thing, Cheetah. It doesn't have to be. I'm just saying. See, yeah, if you do clench hard enough, that's perfect. Which means, like, good on you. That's really strong. Hell yes. I don't think I can yet. I used to be able to. That's the effect I have. What the fuck? Not gonna lie, that's really impressive if you can do that. Thanks, I squat. Good, you should. Look, all I'm saying is that I used to wrestle. We used to do a lot of squats every day. Had real good control of my butt muscles. My glutes were strong. My legs were even stronger. And I think that's why I'm a butt guy, because I know how to get a good butt. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Alina, do you want your reading or not? We went a huge tangent just then. So I think Chad is in agreement. Butts. Right? Is that what we were saying? When you wrestle, guys are always grabbing the no-no zones. We try not to. Like when it's a professional wrestling, so like WWE style. So it's what do you call it? Oh my god, the words in my mouth, the words in my brain. It's show wrestling. So we wrestle for show. We wrestle for entertainment. Jesus, that's good for your. You should use the karate stuff for your gimmick, Kiana. See, now I'm curious. Now you're a pro wrestler. You want to be a pro wrestler. That hits like a chord with me. Do you just want to be friends? Do you want to be? We can be friends. Are you down? Exactly. It's entertainment. That's what I used to do. Just WWE stuff. Entertainment wrestling. Just pro wrestling. Pro wrestling. Just as a secret, Michael, when we pro wrestle, we don't actually hurt each other. Dude, this chat got lit today. Y'all are, I'm so glad y'all popped in today, so hopefully y'all are going to be here for the next couple streams. I don't know what game to play yet. You can actually decide for me. Sorry, Alina, my brain is just, I need a second. Okay, I will. I'll do it after the stream. I'll message you. But welcome Kiana, welcome Eileen to the Discord. As an ex-international and world champion karate and the weapons, I have been acting my whole life. So I'm pro wrestling as a career. Wait, are you actually like going for it as a career? That's so rad. I was thinking about it, but I had too many injuries and mental stability in terms of some stuff was just wasn't there for me. But I did do it, and I'm proud that I did. Remember me when you become big, and or send me some tickets when you wrestle in Japan. Mike, we have a Discord. If you want to pop in. I just wanted to slowly grow a nice community. Yeah, I know, right, Joshy? We got a lot of real good people. I know, Cheetah. It feels good. Let me have a little break from the tarot for a second. But I will get into your reading, Eileen, I promise. I promise. I just found out that Kiana wants to be a pro wrestler and is training to be a pro wrestler, and she could probably kick all of our asses, so, you know. Maybe don't piss off Kiana, chat. I like your Discord name, Mike. Princess of Pentacles, Six of Cups. You're sweet, but if we piss you off, you can probably kick our ass. I'm good at hiding, she won't find me. I'm too young to die. So, look, guys, look, just don't piss her off, that's all I'm saying. I'm already broken, she cannot break me any further. Dude, Lena, yeah, Kiana sounds bomb. I'm in the basement. Don't tell where you're hiding. Don't tell him where you're hiding, Josh. Jesus. See, I just don't want to piss off anyone in your life, Kiana. That sounds horrendous. It just sounds like if we mess you up, if we do something wrong with you, we're gonna die. Your boyfriend fights in Bellator, what the fuck? But yes, welcome. This is the community now. Kiana's our bodyguard. Cheetah's our horny guard. Wait, should Cheetah be our horny guard? What's up, Em? Drop it for sure, dude. Definitely feel free to drop it. Now you asked, so you're okay to do it. As long as people ask, it's fine. I'm a pro bird feeder. How many grains a second can you throw, Astral? Hope you're doing good, M. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go. Let's go. Cheetah, you're pro horny. And you're good at games. You're good at games, Cheetah. Yeah, don't mess with Kiana, guys. I'm on her Instagram right now. Oh, your boyfriend's cute too. Y'all are cute. Y'all are so cute. Ah, rip. Sorry to hear, Gashi. And good timing on the showing up on stream, by the way. You missed some very interesting conversation. Would you like a reading? We're still supposed to be doing one for Eilina. Shit. How well they did if I get in. Nice. Yeah, I know Eilina, isn't she? What? M's on the list now. Oh, yeah, I spelled that right. Okay, we'll do your reading next. God, okay, we'll do Eilina's reading. I feel so bad. She sat there just like not being confused on whether people can pick their pick a pen with their butt. Pick up a pen with their butt. I should train up again to do that. And just tell you how it goes. I am too. I'm having so much fun today. Sorry, Princess of Cups. Princess of Cups. Dreamy ideas and romantic fantasy, psychological development and perception. Rising above jealousy, manipulation, possession, and seduction. The turtle symbolizes truth, the lotus means spiritual awareness, the dolphin denotes power and clairvoyance and embodies a free spirit. And Six of Cups is innocent pleasure. It's like a little child's pleasure. Six of Cups. Right? No, because I'm still the Princess of Pentacles. Cheetah, lol. Cheetah, what the man? Right? That's what the Princess of Pentacles is. Oh, here it is. The pregnant one embodies fertility and growth, birth in creative forms. The symbol on the mandala shield illustrates balance. The flashback connection with Mother Earth and seasons. Alright, so Eilina, we do community game night, we can do that for sure, Mike. I'd be so down. Okay, so Eilina, like we said, there was the judgment at the beginning in the past. So you were making a judgment either on yourself or something that you were doing. I feel like this is considered with you specifically because with the death card, again, it's choosing whether or not to relive some other hobbies or habits that were doing better for you and or killing off the ones that you see now that aren't doing so well for you. And the Three of Cups in the future is abundance, and it's the party card, right? The Three of Cups for me is the card of These are my hands. These are my hands. These are my hands, Cheetah. Um, so there's a point of celebration near the future for you, Ailino, in terms of when you get to choose whether or not you want to relive or kill off these habits of yours. And that'll be a place for you to celebrate and actually feel great. I'm not Saikuno. Lance, you know me. Lance, you know me in real life. I'm talking about the Yon cam, the drawing. Oh, yeah, well, no. Sometimes my camera freezes. um, so with the hermit here, see, this is what's confusing for me, right? Because you're choosing to make a decision on something, whether to be keeping it or removing it from your life completely. This is wild that you would want to go back into the hermit position or like go back into yourself. Maybe it's a call for you, or maybe you're focused on it because you want to go back and meditate and be alone. But I don't think that's what you need right now in terms of what's going to happen, because there's a celebration near the end. There is answers within yourself. But here's what I'm curious about. So in the deck, right? The Pentacles. The Princess of Pentacles talks about study and education, right? Hi. Yeah. City. Yeah, after. Beijing and I are gonna play basketball. Yes. How was work? Yeah, good. Who's supposed to go? Thanks. Alina, I'm so sorry. Everything is so distracting right now. That was just my dad. So again, Princess of Pentacles, pregnant woman embodies fertility and growth. Study and education. So there's this sense of... So that's study and education. The grounded nature of it with the Pentacles. The Six of Cups is of like innocent joy and like a childish joy. So what you were ignoring is... Oh, it's a school thing. Okay, so because this is study and education and you're ignoring it, there was either a class or the way that you're working with school, and now you are now you're just choosing to destroy these habits and or finishing it off, maybe finishing off your paper for the semester or something, which leads to celebration at the end, which makes sense. And then you just want to go back into hermit mode right now so you can study and be by yourself and kind of close off and stay away from the distraction. So what's happening is you're ignoring why you're doing your study in the first place. There was a childish innocence. No, so when I say childish, not that it means immature. That's not what I mean at all. I mean there's like an innocence that comes with the Six of Cups, where it's pure, it's fun, and it comes from somewhere grounded. I'm saying grounded because of the pentacle here. But there's like a true joy that you found within what you're studying and what you're trying to do with the study. You need to remind yourself, because this is in the ignore section, you need to remind yourself why you're doing the papers that you're doing, why you're studying what you're studying, right? You made a judgment call to make a change of some sort, but you have to make sure that your motivation remains the same. Make sure that you're still doing it for the right way. Make sure that you're still doing it for what you want, you know? Mike, we're at 60 followers. I'm not face revealing yet. I don't know when I would actually do a face reveal. Maybe after I get a job or something. Yes, I've been trying to find more time to study, but it's been hard. College is very different from high school, but I've been pushing through. Exactly, it's really hard. It's really hard to figure out, especially when it's something new. Or you're trying to get used to it, right? You have to remember why you're there is the big thing. You don't want to just end up there just to get a degree, because that loses you motivation, and that loses you any hope of actually performing well. Remember that you have a goal that you want, like whatever qualification you're gonna get, know that it's a step towards what you want to achieve. School is a good reason for not wanting to be reborn again. Yeah, like there's a lot of rebirth and death in school, right? Like in terms of, in university especially, if you drop papers or change majors or drop school, like school is a thing that can happen throughout the entire time of school is something that happens throughout time. What the fuck am I saying? School can be picked up and let off and dropped off like real easy. So you can relive school, or like bring it back to life, start your schooling career again, and then end it as soon as you want. So it's just, yeah, push through the semester, I think, Eileen. Push through these papers and these exams if you want, and then you'll be fine and you'll have the time to celebrate at the end. Just make sure that you're doing the right things for you and you're doing things for you. For instance, you never stop learning. This one tells me when I'm complaining. Yeah, but that's fact though. You never stop learning. It's just the sad truth of life, lol. Actually, are you guys down to play Among Us when I finish M's reading? Because I have a bit, well, I mean, we have a couple readings left, but if you guys are down for an Among Us game, or a couple Among Us games, I'm down. I'll stream it as well, but don't cheat on the stream, swear to God. Keep the stream on, but like, don't cheat. And everyone's in the Discord, yeah? I have to, but I have to sleep, it's very late. Right, you know, that's fair. No, Michael, stop. Michael, no. No, for sure, Alina. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry for holding up your reading and holding up your sleep. Not wanting to do that at all. But I very much appreciate you being here. Thank you for making this chat really active and fucking high energy. Thank you for spending the time, Eileen. I really appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Because it's hard, it's not fair if you're streaming and we're watching. I mean, we can do it off stream. We'll figure it out. Michael, you had a question for the tarot. Let me know what your question for the tarot is. Move to, thanks for the reading. Astral, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Hope you come back when we're playing games and we're just doing more tarot, but you won't. Hope you enjoyed your reading. It was a bit rough, but I know you're gonna find it. Are we in a Discord chat too? I'm down if people are down. We have the Discord for it, so if you want to discuss through mics, for sure we can. I don't know how many games I'll be able to do. Okay, Mike, this is what your question is talking about. You think your question, should I get into a relationship or stay single? So again, that's a question that's not really easy to answer because relationships just kind of happen out of nowhere sometimes. Some people find relationships and some people just have relationships find them. So don't take this tarot reading as like a solid answer. Take this tarot reading as a suggestion and or a perception, a new perspective on whether or not you should get into a relationship or stay single. At this point, I feel like there's a couple things that you need to get over first before you get into a relationship. Yeah, it really depends on the people. Exactly. It takes, and some people find relationships when they start growing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people find themselves with people that they vibe with at different times of their lives. And it's a thing that I have to remind myself. That's why I'm not in a relationship yet, or I haven't been in one yet, because I haven't met the people who are on the same path as me, or the people who I'm supposed to be with yet. So, it's all perspective, and it's all timing, and it's all just believing in yourself and not getting so caught up in that. But if you want the tarot for the answers, or a perspective from the tarot, the signs, Six of Swords talks about signs, curiosity, knowledge, or mental exploration. So I feel like in the past there's been a lot of experimentation There's been a lot of just figuring things out, whether it be about yourself and seeing if you're right for it, which is where this question comes from. I feel like you trying to figure out what it is that you want, what it is that you work with well, what it is that you are interested in or not interested in, you know what I mean? I think that's great to figure out because experimenting is how you find out. You're never going to know just by sitting and thinking, right? You just have to go out and find out. So if you do want a relationship, I feel like the thing is you have to be careful. You don't want to fall into the trap of things that you assume are good or jumping into a relationship just cuz. That's why the devil is out here. The devil isn't talking about that the thing that you're going to find is the devil or it's evil. The devil talks about chains that hold you in the past, a couple of illusions. It could also literally just be finding the devil in the detail, right? You have to see that just because something comes to you and it looks good doesn't mean that it will be good for you. Does that make sense? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that the first hot person that you meet is good for you, even if they are interested, because we don't know if the relationship is going to work in terms of personality and whatnot. The devil is saying if you do want a relationship, do not be afraid. Sorry, if you do want a relationship, be weary of the tiny details that can make or break a relationship. But then, I don't know if this is a past, present, future thing. I think this is just, I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready. You're hung up on something too. Three of Swords, if people know about that, it's the heartbreak card. And for this deck specifically, the character in the card is thinking about the heartbreak. So you are afraid, but like it's a normal feeling to have as well. So the big thing for me is that you would have to let go of the past hurt that's happened, because the past hurt will always be there, but you don't keep that thinking about that. You have to learn from it and you have to move on from it. Take what you learned from that and work through. Take the like, listen to the devil. Listen to when the devil tells you that there's stuff wrong here, and listen to what the devil is trying to confuse you with. Because you can free yourself from the devil, it's quite easy. And continue to experiment, continue to learn about yourself, continue to make hypotheses like, do I like this type of person? Meet them, date them, see what happens, and then move, and then, learn from that. So if you want a relationship, it's going to be a lot of work, it's going to be a lot of learning, especially learning about yourself. But if you don't want a relationship, then, it's still the same thing. You're still going to have to keep learning and keep processing through. So that makes a lot of sense. It's a rough one, Mike, but that's where a lot of people are, especially when they're not sure about love as of yet. When you're not sure, you just have to learn a little more and figure out a couple more things. And I'm with you, man. It's a weird, hard thing to kind of figure out. So I'm going to be learning right next to you in terms of life journeys, etc. So I hope that makes sense. Hope that was good for you. Let's take you out of the thing. Also, hello Goknessa. Is that like Vanessa and Gok at the same time? We'll do Kiana's reading, and then we'll do M's reading, and then we'll play a couple rounds of Among Us. I have to leave at around 6. We'll do Gok's reading too. Sorry, Gok, you're the last reading, so let's just write that down. Okay. Kiana, your question was about Nickelodeon, right? How did you end up on my stream? I'm sorry, this is not a what do you call it? Oh shoot, Cheetah's haiku as well. Sorry, let me write Cheetah's haiku. That's away. What the fuck, fam? Thank you for the 69 bits. Cheetah, I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, you ready? You ready for your thing? You ready? Yeah, Cheetah's the only person who's gotten haikus. He's done 2. Let's see if I fuck this one up like last time. Pen up with the butt. Up, down, up, we in squat town. Pen firmly in cheeks. Boom. Boom. Pen up with the butt. Up, down, up, we in squat town. Pen firmly in cheeks. That is your haiku, my guy. That one wasn't bad. That was like pretty decent. Pen. Pen firmly in cheeks. Not hand. Pen. Pen. We're talking about picking up a pen with our cheeks because of Mike. What else did them hands do? Maybe you could come over here and find out, Josue. Okay, M. For M, Kiana and Gawk, or Vanessa. Your hands miscredited me. Which decks would you guys like? So, we've been using the Sun and Moon Tarot for the past couple of readings. I'm using the Samson Meteorite. It's a tiny little multi-directional mic. So, Kiana, let me know, did you want this deck? This was number 1. The Kingdom Hearts deck, again, very beautiful, very airy, very magical and mystical in a way. That's number 1. Number 2 is the Rider-Waite, which is the traditional tarot. Alright, Gawk, you want the middle? That's traditional art, the scripture art, very biblical looking, but very traditional and old looking, which is magnificent to look at. We do reverse readings for this. And then we do the Housewives Tarot. I almost said the Handmaid's Tarot, which is like 80s, 40s America. Okay, M wants Housewives. And then Kiana doesn't mind. Kiana, do you want 5 spread or 3? Housewives. And then you want the middle, which was Rider-Waite. And Kiana wants whatever. Let me know which ones you want, Kiana. I'm gonna do you the Sun and Moon. I think that's a fun one. We'll do you the Sun and Moon, so we can round off the readings quite nicely. 5. Yeah, let's do you 5. And your question is whether or not your audition for Nickelodeon went well. Just be wary. Again, I'm not a diviner. I don't really tell the future. I don't have that energy that most tarot readers would have usually. I'm still trying to figure out where that comes from, and I'm trying to grow that through. Okay, 4 Pentacles, power. Surrounded by 4 rooks, or 4 castle towers. Just the beginning of power. Some sort of stability. 4 is very stable. So you've had a stable past that you were able to come up of. And it doesn't mean that it's been like a... Because when I say stable past, some people like don't necessarily read that right, because they might have had like a very rough childhood or something way in the past that hasn't sort of... this could be just recent past in itself, where you felt stable enough to explore and put yourself out there. I mean, because you are in like the entertainment business, and putting yourself out there is very scary, and you can't really do that if you feel very insecure about it, if you know what I'm saying. Thanks, Josue. I try. so that's essentially what I'm getting. I'm gonna read the definition in a second. Princess of Cups. So that's the beginning of accepting emotional control or some sort of emotional gain. Because again, Cups is the suit of emotion, and that's where most of our emotional dreams come from, which is very cool to see. So it's starting to control that, starting to know that you can hone that energy into something more productive, and that doesn't have to be productive, but like you can use your emotions as a source of power instead of something that overwhelms you. And that's where the Princess of Cups, in terms of an energy, comes from, because that's getting past through your traumas. That's accepting yourself for who you are and not necessarily having to be a perfect individual all the time. I've had a bad childhood, but I'm a stable person. I'm the only woke person in my family. They're really insane, which is, again, that I guess that shines through with the Four of Pentacles. Thank you for projecting as well, projecting some of the stuff that you talk about from your past. It makes readings a lot easier and makes readings a lot more fun, because we can actually like have a conversation in terms of how you feel about certain cards. So yeah, that was the Princess of Cups, and that's the Four of Pentacles. That stable energy is allowing you to start to figure out okay, so that stable energy is helping you figure out how to control your emotions a lot better. And the Chariot is a great card. The Chariot is a card of moving forward and chugging through, and like, I wouldn't say attack is the right word, but in that type of energy of just going for it, if you know what I'm saying, like just going through and feeling that energy. I need to check the Eight of Pentacles. Determination and strength. Yeah, this is talking about determination and strength. The Four Towers of the Sandcastle establishes limitations and boundaries. So you built yourself up definitely from it, and you've built yourself through it, and made yourself become stable in that case. Princess of Cups again. Here's the actual definition. Dreamy ideas and romantic fantasy, psychological development and perception. So there it is, development and perception, rising above jealousy, manipulation, possession, and seduction. So you're using that stable place where you came from to start to control your emotions, to start seeing your emotions more as an ally rather than an enemy to yourself, because your emotions are you. You feel a lot with what you feel. My BF helped me a lot. I'm sure he has. Like, I mean, it's very, like, that's really cool to hear, because a lot of partners don't. So the fact that you have him in your life is very important and very cool. I mean, he could also be part of that stability, you know? He could have been like the fourth tower that helped you to explore your emotions and given you a safe space to do so, which is beautiful to see. Sorry. I was a very broken girl before him. He's helped me, guide me since then. Yeah, sometimes it takes another person to help you progress through everything a master worked for. Hell yeah, you would probably have had to work real hard for it. And again, Mike, if you're in the chat, like, some people meet people when they're in their lowest, and that helped them grow. It's all a different journey in terms of a relationship for that. But like, I'm very grateful that you've had him in your life and that he's there to help you, because sometimes we just need a friend to help us go through with that. Yeah, so with the Chariot and everything, that talks about just pushing through and being able to feel confident that you can push through and you can get to where you want to be. So, like, I feel like that's your energy in terms of you working for everything and you just going strong into it. Very rad. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles talks about motivation, self-discipline, learning to perfecting new skills. The image of growing fruit represents working diligently towards a goal. Again, your energy, so strong. That's, I mean, just looking at where you are in life, looking at how you hold yourself. What's up, King? Sorry, King, we are doing the last couple of readings. I'm going to be signing off in a second and playing some Among Us. If you would like a reading, you could either donate to the charity link that I have here, and I can get you a private reading done, or you can join my Discord. I can do your reading then, or another time. I'm sorry, fam. I do have to draw my own boundaries in terms of readings and whatnot. We're doing 2 more after this one. I grew from an ex. He was everything abusive besides physically, and so after I overcame that, many others who treated me wrong, my BF came into my life, and he's been helping me on my path. That's good. That's where your growth has come from. But now, see, you have the Ten of Swords in your what I'm ignoring section. So past, present, future, what you were thinking about, which is, you know, your own personal growth and being strong and whatnot. But you're ignoring the Ten of Swords, which is the card of ruin. It's the card of the ultimate backstabbing in terms of, you know, having all the swords in your back and feeling the struggle and the pain. And I'm not saying that it's going to happen, or, you know, that this is a prediction of it happening. This is more of a card of just a reminder of reminding yourself where you came from, right? Like, exactly, like you were very strong through that. You fought through that a lot, but don't ever forget that you came from there, because that is who shaped you to be the strong person that you are now. And it's very important to know where you came from, especially if that was a painful background or a painful past, because you can not only help yourself get better, but you can also help the ones around you that you want to help get better. So it's not a shitty reminder. It's more of like something that you should be proud of, that you got to fight over and that you got to progress through, you know? Like, be proud for going through all of that and succeeding and being the person that you are. Be proud to have gone through the shit and know that you're doing a lot of things. You're living the dream of a lot of people, like, you know, going through pro wrestling and going through your dreams, following your dreams in that way, getting on audition at Nickelodeon especially. That's huge. So never forget where you came from. Never forget the ones that have helped you get here, or the struggles that came up with that, because that's how you know that you can make it, and that's how you know that you're strong enough for this career in entertainment that you seem to be projecting yourself to. Definitely good for my heart, but again, no one should ever go through what I went through. Exactly, no one should ever, like, fully understand that. I have a lot of experience now and can help guide others along my journey. Exactly, that's where the Ten of Swords comes from, because it's not reliving it. It's more of being able to help others because of it, being able to help yourself as well when times get hard for you. So that's very good. In terms of the Nickelodeon, though, I think it's just a reminder that whatever happens with it, it's not going to really affect who you are as a person, because who you are a person is strong enough. Who you are as a person is very powerful and very set and has very good morals. From what I feel like, you're very well aware of the emotions that you keep and the emotions that you will present. So whatever happens, whether you get the job, or the show, or the audition, whether it doesn't happen, just stay true to yourself is what I'm getting, and don't let the past haunt you. Let the past be like an inspiration for why you are here, etc. So it's not gonna tell you if you're gonna do if the audition went well or not, though. It's just gonna tell you that the audition. Wait, has it already happened? If the audition has happened, it's a reminder that, yeah, I think it's fine because of who you are. But yes, definitely, yeah. So if it's happened, just be confident that you did good. Be confident in your own abilities and skills. I used to want to become Olympic champion karate or karate, but Olympics kick card out of 2021, so now I'm going after pro wrestling. Cool. No, for sure. That's really. I'm so fuck. Like, you're rad. I'm glad you're in the stream. I'm glad you popped by out of nowhere. Already audition is in on Monday. Okay, good. Well, we're all rooting for you. We all want you. We hope you remember all of us here. We hope you remember all of us here in the chat. We know you got your back. You're gonna do great. And if ever you want to, like, do some pro wrestling in New Zealand, I've got some contacts for you if you want it. The wrestling scene's not big here, so don't go here as your first option. Cool. That's your reading. Thank you for being so patient and hanging out and just being generally rad in the chat. 5:37. Okay, so at 6 I have to leave and because I'm playing basketball with my brother, as I said earlier. So I don't know if I'll be able to play Among Us tonight. I can set it up for Saturday New Zealand, which is Friday for you guys in the States. But we'll do that. We'll figure it out. We'll see. We'll do M's reading. M, did you have a question for the deck? Did you have a question for the tarot? My brother is home as well. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I live in New Zealand. I don't know if you had a question or not, but cards have popped out. Dude, this is the first time cards have popped out real quick with our readings. What's up? Chat's popped off today.
Yep.
Power Rangers keep contacting me to audition. If I got it, I would have been in New Zealand for a year.
All good.
Dude, I saw the Power Rangers recording happening. There was in Albert Park here in New Zealand, in Auckland. They were shooting some stuff there. If I got it, I would have moved to New Zealand for a year. That would have been so cool if it happened. Dang. Did you want 5 cards? Dude, strong coincidence. That would have been so cool. That would have been so cool. Talk about degrees of separation. Wands and Pentacles, M. Wands and Pentacles. Passion and money. Yeah, a lot of wands too. So Knight of Wands talks about exuberance, mischief, and loyalty. 6 of Pentacles in this deck specifically. Talks about generosity, luck, and sharing. 2 of Wands. Crossroads, decision, choice. 4 of Wands, that's 11-11. Get back in contact. Get back in contact. This would be so cool. Also, it'd be so cool to know that I know a Power Ranger. Reward, tranquility, relaxation. And then the Queen of Pentacles, which is materialism, elegance, high expectations. So, did you get this before, Em? I know you got the Knight of Wands before, I think. Like other members of the suit, the Knight of Wands enjoys being the focus of everyone's attention, the perpetual party guy, so all ideas for fun tomfoolery are hit with ladies and gents. So you seem to be attracting a lot of people around you. I've had the Knight of Wands and the 4 of Wands before. Yeah, no, for sure. It's very strong energies with you. So with that, right, so with that mischief at the beginning, with the being able to attract a lot of people, and this doesn't mean like romantic attraction, it doesn't have to mean that. It could also just mean just straight attraction to, like, you know, being friends with you, or just that you just portray a really good energy. That leads to generosity, sharing, luck, so that's like sharing yourself, sharing your talents. That could just be how you shared your drawing with us on Discord. For people who don't know, we're doing a what the fuck is it called? We're doing a creative challenge for October, and we're gonna do a little show and tell in November on stream. So yeah. So there's an opportunity for you to either be generous or welcome the generosity of others, which is very cool. Good opportunity for you to feel that and like allow that to happen for you. And then the 2 of Wands is a crossroads decision. So what I like about this is that you were in a very strong energy again of attracting people. You were able to share yourself and others shared to you. And now it's just a decision of where you want to go from that. So like you've built certain things that have helped you lift yourself up. Now you just need to choose what the next step is for you. So it's not really like a crossroads of like this is like a heavy decision that I have to make. It's more of like a, well, there's these opportunities that are happening. What can we do now? And I feel like because you said you wanted to stream, right? You wanted to start streaming. I feel like now's a good time. Like if we keep building this community and if people want to hop on and like say hello to you and everything, I mean, I'd definitely follow. I want to see you do drawings and shit. That'd be so cool. Which is great. And you're thinking of the Four of Wands, which is reward, tranquility, and relaxation. Yeah, you're just thinking about celebrating what you have and celebrating where you are now. Celebrating just how you've been able to recently been able to share yourself and just celebrate who you are. Yo! Send us link. Send us link. And then the Queen of Pentacles talks about materialism, elegance, and high expectations. So, I think what you're ignoring is that you have very high expectations of yourself, which is a normal thing, right? Everyone's going to have a high expectation of themselves and everyone's going to want themselves to do well. I'm sure Kiana in the chat has that. I have that for myself too. But you're ignoring that those high expectations might be holding you back. Or that, you know, because sometimes being hard on yourself is a sign of, you know, you wanting to improve and it's a sign of motivation and whatnot. But sometimes you can tell, well, sometimes you can't tell. Sometimes it is just a very negative and destructive thing. So you have to be aware of when it is destructive for you. You have to be aware of when it is going to keep breaking you down, etc. Because then again, if you keep being hard on yourself, you'll never really progress because you'll not accept the good things that you are doing. You won't accept the beautiful stuff that you've made. So it's again just being a little lighter on yourself. Stay strict. The strictness is there going to keep you in check. However, don't beat yourself down because of it, you know. It's just a reminder to do again and try harder and stuff like that. It's not a, oh, I'm the worst, I made a mistake, I can't do anything good. It's a, oh, that was a mistake, how can we fix that for better? For next time, if that makes sense. Positive reading. So just be confident in yourself is what I'm feeling. You'll do great. You'll do great whatever this next step is. Yeah, I love that for you, too. I love that for you. No, thank you for letting me do your tarot. Alright, Vanessa, let's do yours. Did you have a question for the tarot, Vanessa? I had a happiness reading today that said I needed to be not so hard on myself as well. Good. Well, I'm good that my tarot was able to tell you the same thing. Alright, no need for a question. Did you want 3 or 5 cards for your reading? Sorry about the screaming. What's up, Andy? Andy, just to let you know, we have closed off readings for now. We're doing our final reading because I need to be out by 6. And, yeah, if you would like future readings, you can either donate to my charity thing, charity logo, charity drive. Help me, Tom Cruise? Love the name. Thank you. I love drawing my face cams. I have different face cams for different games. Kiana, I probably won't be able to. Do you know who Tom Cruise is? Oh, sorry, not Tom Cruise, but help me, help me, Tom Cruise. Maybe next stream, Kiana, we can set up a game. Or actually just talk in the chat, talk in the Discord, and then see if people are keen. Sorry, I promised my brother that I'd be shooting some hoops with him, so. I do know them. Cool! Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. We do tarot readings, but we are going to close off very soon. If you would like an example of how I do my tarot readings, we're doing one for Vanessa or Goknessa in the chat right now. We've had some very heavy readings, but we've had some very light, what'd you call that, light conversation? The butt pen stuff? You know, that's light conversation. Oh. Wow, do you guys know each other from like other chats? That's crazy. Welcome, welcome. Joshy's usually like the only person here. And Joshy loves to hang out. And now seeing this chat pop off is so different, eh, Joshy? So, Vanessa, this is pretty good. Nice. Help Me, Tom Cruise. I love the name. I love the name. Also, this Persona music pops, guys. This is so good. Sorry, Vanessa, I'm doing your reading. Dark woman, country woman, family chaste, loving, honorable, of the card besides her side hair signifies a man. She is well disposed towards him. If a woman, she is interested in the client. That's the judgment card, so we gotta find out what it is. Change of position, renewal outcome. And then the star as well. All step prevention now gains and liberty suggest hope and prospects in the future. I don't really see it as that though. Is that from Telegida Nights? I do not know what that is. Is that what the deck is from, or the music? Sorry, Andy, I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm having connection issues. 1 sec. I see chat, but the stream is loading. Okay, we'll wait for. Hopefully you load back soon. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is in my chat. Sorry. Dun, dun, dun. Page of Cups. In reverse. It's in reverse. Taste, inclination, attachment, seduction, deception, artifice, and then the Eight of Cups.
Who's eating lunch here on Saturday?
I think me.
Yeah, you lunch. Okay, because there's CC.
Talladega Nights is a movie, a Will Ferrell movie. Pretty sure he screams "Help Me, Tom Cruise" in it. Oh! It might be. If Tom is still here, they can confirm. And that's the 8, right? I have to go. Hope everyone has an amazing night, and I'll try to stop by again. No, Bella, thank you so much. Bella, excuse me. Kiana, sorry. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being rad in the chat. I hope we can chat again sometime, hang out on the stream sometime, and hopefully be able to play Among Us in the future. That'd be really cool. Good luck with the Nickelodeon thing. Good luck with the pro wrestling. I'll end up just following your Instagram account at some point, so you'll somehow know it's me somehow. Thanks for being here. You've been lovely. Are you off too, Josue? Okay, fine. Now I have to. I don't want to be choked out. Sorry. Okay. Josue, I'm gonna end in like 8 or so minutes. Oh, after I do Vanessa's reading, which we can do now. All right, Vanessa, here we go. So the Queen of Wands in your past talks about a dark woman or a country woman, friendly, chaste, loving, honorable. Um, this could either be you, and that you signified this energy of being passionate and strong and very strong with yourself. Loving is another very good word for the wands, because wands again is the symbol of passion, or the suit of passion in the tarot. The interesting thing is that the judgment comes in through, so I feel like that was you. You're now feeling that you have placed yourself in a position of being able to make proper judgments with, say, people or situations that come across. So that's a very good thing to have so far. The star card comes in the future, and I don't the meaning of the star card in the Rider-Waite doesn't really click with me with this reading, because there's a sense of a muted sun happening, or like a muted light. So there might be you needing to figure out, or having some sort of muted light, which is like a small symbol of hope or a small symbol of joy that is going to come to you in the future. So that decision may not in the moment make you feel like fulfilled or happy as the sun. It'll give you like a muted, content, good accepting version of that energy with whatever decision you make here. I gotta see the Page of Cups again. Page of Cups in reverse talks about taste, inclination, attachment, seduction, and deception. So I feel like you're judging someone. You're judging someone's who they are, what they possess. Are they there just to seduce you? Are they there for like good reasons? Are they there just for, to take advantage, etc.? Which is what I'm thinking, because that's what in your position of what you're thinking about. And the card that you are ignoring is just walking away from the situation. I feel like you are Michael Jesus. I feel like you are ignoring the fact that you have the option of walking away, even if when you make that judgment about the certain person or the certain situation. So it could be a work thing, right? It could be something that you may not agree with, but you are this strong person. You built yourself up to be this strong queen with very good energy. And it's like almost giving you a right, almost, or you feel like you're confident enough to make a judgment call about it. Just know that every call you make, even if you do feel powerful and strong with it, is not always going to be the sun energy. It's not always going to be the bright, eye-opening thing. It can just be a muted, hey, we did a good job, this was good for us now. It's not going to be amazing for us now, but it could be good for us in the future type thing, So it doesn't have to be the biggest emotional feeling or celebration. It could just be, good job, we did it. Small celebrations could also be good too. Again, with the Page of Cups being reversed, you're just judging something, whether you're not aware if it's just something that seduces you in terms of, is it just drawing you in for interest, or could there be more? So once you make that judgment, and once you are aware that you don't have to accept it either way, you can walk away from the situation, then you will feel the muted happiness and the muted joy. And muted's not a great word for it, but it's just a nice quiet word that likes to express some contentment with it. So it's good. You are strong. You have the abilities for it, and you have the mindset to make a good judgment call. Because it is also a major arcana, I feel like you will make a very significant judgment call on this person/situation. And the star, don't be scared about those more quiet celebrations, or those more humbling celebrations, because those are very good celebrations to have as well. And walking away is a thing. It's not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of giving up. It is a decision that you make. And it's a strong decision. It's a powerful decision to make. So don't doubt that at all, because again, you're this queen. You are queen. You are a queen. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, fitting that we end with this song too. No, thank you for being here, Vanessa. What's going on? Mike. Mike, why? Yeah, I mean, Joshi, the same. I don't know a lot about love. Brockhampton in the chat. Jokes. Brockhampton. What's up, Brox? Sorry to say that we're done with the readings for today. I'm just about to close off of the stream. Thanks for popping by. Thanks for saying hello. Um, if you want a reading, give us a follow, join my Discord, or donate to my little charity drive. I can do a private reading if you want. It's like $10 if we're going to donate to the children. But other than that, homosexual. Other than that, we're all homosexual. We all love our homies. We all should love our homies. But yeah, guys, the stream was a lot. Among Us. Mike, I can't tonight. I thought I would have been done. Yeah, Joshy. Josh is usually a boy's name. Spitting bars. Oh. I know, I just got thanks for the donation. Where am I? Where's my brain right now? Here we go. Yeah, sorry, Mike. I'll post a message up on the Discord if people are awake and keen later on in the day or in the night. It's nighttime for me. It's going to be nighttime. Definitely another time. I'm definitely down. We can play with our new Power Ranger friend. Lol. Alright, see you later, Mike. Thanks for popping by. I'm glad you all are here. I'm glad everyone is here. I'm glad for you guys making this stream quite insane. Mike, go to bed. Go to sleep, my guy. It's 1 a.m. No, thanks for being here. Thank you for having me a chance for doing these readings. Very thankful for the stream. It popped up really nice. My Twitch crashed. Oh, sorry, Em. More donations for the boys. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Lance, for the donation. I'm assuming that was you. But, yo, yeah, let's set up some. Oh my God, my brain. Let us set up Among Us in the future. I should close out, guys. Again, this is gonna sound like a broken record, but thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the stream. I hope you all enjoyed your readings, even though if a lot of them was very strong, to say the least. Also let me know what game I should be playing next, or what game you guys want me to play next. I'm thinking of Yakuza. Yakuza's a good little start. But if anyone has suggestions, or if I get a donation, tell me to play a game, I'll definitely do a game. Yeah. See you guys some other time. Probably not tomorrow, maybe the day after? I think I have time. Alright. Love you all. Thank you so much. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.